Pockets with limited access to partners outside their groups, says Lyndall Hulse of the University of Queensland. Koalas in South Australia and Victoria may be faring better. In some locations, overabundance has even been recorded, which leads to overbrowsing and sometimes mass starvation. Yet scientists are still in disagreement. Some argue that southern koalas, despite appearing abundant, remain at risk because of their fragmented habitat and narrow gene pool. Others believe that these populations are thriving compared to their northern counterparts, which have more genetic diversity but higher rates of disease. Koalas have two opposable thumbs on each front paw, helping them to grip branches. As habitat is lost, many are forced to live in smaller, more isolated pockets with limited access to partners, says Lyndall Hulse of the University of Queensland. South Australia had significant success. On French Island in particular, 3 released individuals enjoyed each other's company so much that a joey boom was soon doubling the population every 3 to 4 years. The resulting overbrowsing prompted translocations to ease the strain. Translocation would become a common intervention in the decades that followed, with thousands of koalas moved from island to island and to the mainland. Indeed, a sign in Queensland warns motorists about koalas crossing the road. 66. Grandpa Boofhead's ancestors arrived in the Adelaide Hills from Kangaroo Island in the 1960s and 1970s. Yet bouncing back from the fur trade was never going to be easy, particularly as koalas face numerous other challenges. These include habitat loss, with their coastal forest home increasingly cleared for agriculture and development, as well as dog attacks, traffic collisions, and diseases such as chlamydia. Population estimates vary wildly, with the highest around 520,000, while some experts suggest there may be as few as 60,000. The uncertainty further underscores the complexity of koala conservation. The past 25 years have seen populations plummet by 62% in New South Wales and the Australian Capital Territory, and by 50% in Queensland. Both states now list koalas as endangered, with the species predicted to go functionally extinct in New South Wales by 2050. As habitat is lost, many are forced to live in smaller, more isolated pockets with limited access to partners. Koala conservation, it seems, is a highly emotive issue where everybody has an opinion and there is never enough money. About 80% of Australia's koalas live on private land, in backyards, farms, and pastures. While Grandpa Boofhead lives out his days in and around our bush block, a patch of natural bushland, not all koalas have it so easy. In Atherton, northern Queensland, a tropical koala known as Affy was found clinging to a telegraph pole. He had apparently become lost while seeking new territory and was rescued by Roger Martin and Amy Shima from the local tree kangaroo and mammal group. After a health check and a satellite tag fitting, Affy was released among the eucalyptus of Bluff Forest Reserve, 20 kilometers away. Koalas depend on eucalyptus leaves, known colloquially as gum leaves. These are toxic to most animals, but koalas have specialized digestive enzymes that break down the poisons. Their fussy eating habits also help, as some gum species are more toxic than others. Fingerprints for sensitivity, like those of humans, and a highly attuned sense of smell allow them to select the best leaves. It's been a long evolutionary road. Such a low-energy, low-protein diet means that koalas must eat 5 to 10%, 200 to 1,000 grams of their body weight per day, depending on their size and season. In spring, for instance, leaves are softer, more moist, and more nutritious. Affy feeds for 3 to 4 hours a day and sleeps for up to 20, with most of his energy diverted to detoxifying and absorbing his meals. Little wonder koalas have extra backside padding for snoozing in tree forks. They are probably the only mammal that sits down more than we do. Roger and Amy have been tracking Affy's movements using a thermal drone, and I've been invited along. It's a crisp evening in early September, and the rising moon adds a faint glow to the 30-meter-tall gum trees. A short